Welcome to where I show you what I make as a lease operator for Christenson Transportation. Remember, I show you every pay statement, the good, the bad, and the ugly. And yes, sometimes they're bad and sometimes they're ugly. Anyone who's just showing you the good and the positive and the high number and they're only showing you the gross and they're giving you really rough numbers, run away from them. They're not telling you the whole story. To get the real picture, you need to be able to look at the entire story. This is for the week of October the 14th. I'm a little bit behind. I'm working on catching up. Let's get to the video. All right, jumping right in. Load number 1 had 53 empty miles for $3.75. 964 loaded miles for $1,205. Detention pay was $20. Fuel rebate was $496, and the market surcharge was $19.28. The load paid $17.44, which comes to $1.81 per loaded mile. The second load from the week was from Fairburn, Georgia to Lebanon, Tennessee. 322 empty miles for $340. 269 loaded miles for $336. Detention pay was $10. Fuel rebate $138. Market surcharge $5.38. The load paid $830 or $3.09 per loaded mile. This is one of those ones you got to look at all miles because it was $1.40 for all miles. Load number 3 went from Lebanon, Tennessee to Noonan, Georgia. It had 0 empty miles. 283 loaded miles for $353. The fuel rebate was $161. The market surcharge $5.66. The load paid $520 or $1.84 per loaded mile. The fourth load of the week went from White, Georgia to Lebanon, Tennessee. There were 123 empty miles for $91, 206 loaded miles for $257. The fuel rebate was $117, the market surcharge $4.12. The load paid $470, $2.28 per loaded mile. The fifth load for the week went from Decatur, Alabama to Fairburn, Georgia. Yes, 5 loads in a week. There were 6 actually. It's one of the things about being a regional driver. Had 139 empty miles for $111, 242 loaded miles for $302. The fuel rebate was $137, the market surcharge $4.84. The load paid $556 or $2.30 per loaded mile. The sixth and final load for the week went from LaGrange, Georgia to Laverne, Tennessee. Had 0 empty miles, 296 loaded miles for $370. The fuel rebate was $168. The market surcharge $5.92. The load paid $544 at $1.85 per loaded mile. I purchased fuel 4 times this week, all 4 times at Love's. Love's in Brunswick, Georgia, I did a partial fill-up. At Love's in Tifton, Georgia, I did a fill-up. Love's in Calhoun, Georgia, I did a fill-up. And Love's in Waco, Georgia, I did a top-off. That came to 420 gallons at $4.99 and 4/10 cents, or $2,097. The discounted price using the company's discount card, which they pass along 100% of the discount, was 420 gallons at $4.467 or $18.76. That is a discount of $221 or 52.7 cents per gallon, a 10.5% savings. Taking a quick look at the logs this week, we had 2897 dispatched miles, 2373 log miles, 2348 odometer miles. Whoa, big difference, right? Again, that's that carryover miles I was telling you always got to watch for. You can have a load that carries over week to week. The fixed costs are just that, fixed expenses. They stay the same every week. This page of the fixed cost includes the sign-on bonus, which is $150, the $275s at the bottom. Those offset the performance bond escrow and the TL security deposit. The variable full maintenance lease was 2,897 miles at 43 cents per mile for $1,245. Time to look at the weekly summary page. There were 6 loads, 637 empty miles, 2,260 loaded miles, 2,897 total miles. 78% were loaded, 483 miles average. Revenue was $546 for empty miles, $28.25 for loaded miles, $30 for detention, $45 for market surcharge, $12.20 for fuel rebate, and $150 for sign-on bonus. $4,816.84 total revenue. Now for the expenses, $1,245 for variable lease, $226 for fixed expenses, $1,876 for diesel fuel, $59 for DEF, $150 for deposits, $3 in-com data fees. There were no scales and there were no paid parking this particular time. So our total expenses were $3,561. Subtracting the expenses from the revenue gives us $1,254.91 as the net take home. Here are the actual pay statements from the company, so if you want to stop, freeze frame, blow them up, take a closer look, please feel free. It went 4 pages long this particular week. Thanks for sticking around to the end of the video. I want to say that I know and I understand that I'm not making the most money out here as a lease operator. There are company drivers making more money than I am. There are drivers who stay out on the road longer and make more than I do. There are drivers who haul different loads that make more than I do. There are drivers hauling on percentage that make more or less than I do. This is my journey. Your mileage is going to vary. You're going to make a different amount of money based upon how you run and the expenses that you face. I hope you'll continue to follow along. Please remember to subscribe and be sure you're enjoying every day at work.